last week's council meeting, you had Superintendent Triance with her quarterly crime report in the city and where we're headed. Some good news for downtown. The crime rate downtown dropped significantly, but conversely, on the other hand, went up almost the same amount in Rutland. Obviously, and we heard from council, concern.
Yeah, council, when we had initially sat down, when we all sat down all a year ago now, or a little less than a year ago, because we did our strategic plans probably about 8, 9 months, 10 months ago. One of the key priorities that we had was crime and safety. One of the action items within those key priorities was break and enters, and be that businesses, be that theft of vehicles, all of those items. And when the superintendent spoke with us last week, it was positive news with respect to what has happened in those areas. That the break and enters are down substantially in the areas of our community, but also specifically in the downtown core. So there was a definite win there. There was concern with respect to the calls being up in Rutland, and that was heard just as loudly as it was heard before, that we needed to make some changes with regards to the break and enter. So that is going to be a priority item for this council. Out in the mayor's crime task force, we are shortlisting and establishing our priorities, and those priorities will come back to council in the beginning of the year. There'll be a number of those priorities which are actionable right away, and some of those priorities are going to go into action right away, and it will help to make differences in the Rutland area. Because we know that there is an example of that would be like a downtown on-call team that we have in the downtown core. But looking at having discussions possibly to extend something similar to that out into that area on a pilot project.
Through URBA, perhaps.
Yeah, to see how it would work out. And then a couple of other initiatives. So I know that they're up. There's been some government agency offices that have been put in those particular areas, and may be part of the reason why the calls are up. But that those concerns we hear loudly, and that would be the next thing that we will look at doing as a council to address those items, so that we're making a difference for the people of Rutland too.